Let's watch this video as an introduction of this class for today's class. Okay, everybody, please focus, pay attention. Everyone, possibility. This is the one. Everyone, please pay attention.
Hey, how you doing, Econ students? This is Mr. Clifford. Welcome to ACDC Econ. Right now, you're learning about the first graph in this class. It's called the production possibilities curve. The production possibilities curve presents potential prospects for the production of a pair of products. It's a pillar of the program, and pupils have to practice. This graph is totally important. First, we're going to start off with a table that shows the production possibilities of two goods. In this case, videos and hats. And this example is actually for me. If I quit teaching, I spent all my time, I could make hats, right? Using this loom, hats that look like this. Basically, you wrap the yarn around this and it can wrap around itself and the hat kind of grows out from the bottom. You kind of tie it off to the end. As you can see from the chart, if I spent all my time working on hats, I could produce 30 hats in a week. Yo, what's up, bro? If I spent all my time and resources making econ videos, I could make 4 videos. But as you can see, I wouldn't be able to make any hats. So this chart shows my production possibilities. It shows me the different combinations of hats and videos that I could make using all of my resources. To get the graph, we just have to plot these points, and that's going to give us a graph that looks like this. This is the production possibilities curve, or sometimes called the production possibilities frontier. The best part about this graph is the fact that it shows all the key concepts that you've been learning so far. It's going to show scarcity, trade-offs, opportunity costs, and efficiency. It shows the idea of scarcity because it shows that I cannot produce anywhere beyond the curve. So the curve, or the frontier, shows the idea that I have limited resources. The graph shows trade-offs because if I decide to start producing videos, I have to give up hats. Or if I produce hats, I have to give up videos. Opportunity cost is shown by the specific number of hats I give up when I make a video. For example, when I move from combination A to combination B, I'm producing more videos, but I'm also losing hats. The number of hats I lost is the opportunity cost. In this case, producing the first video cost me 1 hat. This graph shows efficiency because if I'm producing a point right here where I'm producing only 2 videos and 5 hats, I am inefficient. This is because I'm not using all of my resources to the fullest. I'm not somewhere on the actual curve. So any combination inside the curve is inefficient because I could produce there, but I don't want to. I can produce more of both goods. That means that the line itself must be the idea of efficiency. If I'm producing any one of these combinations, I'm using all my resources to the fullest. And again, a point here outside the curve is impossible because I don't have enough resources to get there. But the curve can shift, but wait for it, that comes later. Right now it's time for you to practice calculating opportunity cost. So I want you to use the table and figure out the opportunity cost from each one of these. So calculate the opportunity cost from A to D, to B to C, from E to D, and from C to A. Remember, opportunity cost is what we're giving up, and so look for the thing that we're losing. Don't forget to clarify if I'm giving up hats or if I'm giving up videos. The opportunity cost from A to D is 15 hats. Notice, from combination A, we're producing 0 videos and 30 hats. Now, when we go over here to D, we're going to have 3 videos and we're going to have 15 hats. That means we lost 15 hats. That's the opportunity cost. The opportunity cost from combination B to C is 4 hats. The opportunity cost from E to D is 1 video. And the opportunity cost from combination C to combination A is 2 videos. Now, it's super important to be able to calculate opportunity cost, but we're not done. Let's do different examples. So in this case, let's do corn and wheat, and let's do cactus and pineapple. It turns out that the shape of the curve is very important. So this top one shows a constant opportunity cost between corn and wheat. This is because the resources to produce corn and wheat, the ground, the climate, are very similar. So when you produce a certain amount of wheat, you give up a certain amount of corn. And when you produce that same amount of wheat, you give up the same amount of corn. That shows constant opportunity cost. But down here, when it comes to cactus and pineapples, when you produce the very first pineapple, you give up just a little bit of cactus. When you produce the next pineapple, you give up even more. The next one even more. And the last one, a whole lot of cactus you give up. This is called increasing opportunity cost. It's because the resources, the land and climate to produce pineapples and cactus are completely different. But the plural of cactuses is cacti. Cacti! 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 So when we first start producing pineapples, we're going to give up just a little bit of cacti. This is because we're going to use the land that's more suited towards pineapples, and it's not very good at producing cacti, and so we're going to lose a little bit of cacti and get a good amount of pineapples. Now, as we keep doing that over and over again, we're going to give up more and more cacti. This is because we're using resources that are less and less suited towards pineapples. until finally, right here, we're producing just a little bit more pineapples, but giving up a whole lot of cacti. Cacti! And this is the idea of the law of increasing opportunity cost. The law says as you produce anything, the opportunity cost to produce it is going to get bigger and bigger. And that explains the shape of the graph. Remember, a straight line production possibilities curve like this shows constant opportunity cost, and a bowed out curve shows the idea of increasing opportunity cost. Now, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and you can learn more about the production possibilities curve and how it shifts by clicking on this video, or you can go look at Unit 1 videos by clicking right here. Now, make sure to come back to the channel because I'm making a ton of new videos this year, all right? Until next time. The production possibilities curve, the production possibilities curve presents potential prospects for the production of two products, a pair of products. It's a pillar of the program and pupils have to practice. This graph is totally important.
Okay, enough of introduction. Okay, now let's go right into it. Last week we were talking, and also guys, I just want you to remember or to remind you that all this information is already here in your platform, okay? This week, semana del 18 al 22 de mayo, Production Possibility Curve. Aquí tengo dos videos. Here is the documents with all the information that is here. No, this is not. This is the information here. You have to print it and then review. This is the whole document. The whole document for this section. Okay. So print it and have it. And this is an extra information that I send you regarding this topic that we are doing. We started already last week. And this is the one. This one. Okay. And this is the PowerPoint that today we are about to continue, okay? Remember the topic that today, analyzing production possibilities, okay? That's the title, remember, this is the title of the new section number 3, the new class, and then you have to write it in your notebook. Write it in your notebook. Then the vocabulary that is here, this is the vocabulary that you have to write it in your notebook and answer them. Okay. In your PowerPoint are already the definition. So use it, grab it, get the information from the PowerPoint. Okay. Now I explained this already. Here is the muffin. Remember the muffins? We were talking about the muffins. Okay. Now focus on these guys, please. Okay. It said PowerPoint. The production possibility curve represents the border or the frontier. That's the limit. You cannot go further than that. Between what is possible to produce, lo que es posible producir, and what is not possible to produce, y lo que no es posible producir. So this model is sometimes called production possibility frontier or border, okay? It's a useful tool for business and even governments. But it works just as well with individual and small scale economics decisions. Okay, now, yes, this one. Production possibility curve. The production possibility table of 1.3, that is the previous one, this one, shows five production possibility for loaf of bread and bran muffins. Possible 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 possible production of this, okay, the muffin and loaf. The data in the table also can be plotted on a graphic as in figure 1.4 over here. This is plot over here. This is the loaf of bread and this is brand of muffin, and these are different amount that you can produce. Point A, B, and C. A said here you are using all the ingredients to make only bread here. Letter B, this point shows a combination of 7 loaves of bread and 63 muffins. The opportunity cost of making the 7 loaves is 35, that's opportunity cost. It's 37 muffins, 133. Now, letter C says all these, at this point, you are making all muffins, only muffins, okay? Now, further, the PPC or production possibility curve shows the opportunity cost of each choice in a visual way. This possibility over here, this one is a possibility. 12 and 0. This one is another possibility. 10 loaf of bread and 35 muffins. This is another one. So there are 5 possibilities of combinations. That's what it says over here. Okay. Trace the curve. It says trace. Siga la curva. Trace the curve from left to right with your finger. And notice that as you move along the curve, you make fewer loaves of bread and more muffins, as you see over here. Over here, if you move from left to right, then you are doing less loaf of bread, less loaf of, and more muffins, and less loaf of bread until you reach over here 100 and 0 loaf of bread. Okay, that's what it shows. The possibility over here. More muffin. The opportunity cost of making more muffin is the bread that cannot be made. That's the opportunity cost. Es el costo que uno va a pagar. ¿Para qué? Porque uno quiere producir más muffins. O sea, el costo que uno va a pagar es que va a producir menos moldes de pan. Y vas a producir más muffins. Ese va a ser tu benefits. Your benefits is producing more muffins, and your opportunity cost is not producing enough breads, okay? No está produciendo los breads que producías antes, okay? Got it, guys? Now, this is the same thing. And this is in your document, in your PDF document, this. It's almost the same thing with the same information. And then over here, there is a question. Number 1, if you decide to make 10 loaves of bread, how many bran muffins could you make? 10, that means that you can make 35 muffins, okay? If you produce only 10 loaf of bread, then you should be able to produce 35 muffins, only 35, no more than that. Now, what is the opportunity cost of making the 10 loaf of bread? What is the opportunity cost of making 10 loaf of bread? Opportunity cost is that you are losing 2 loaf of bread. Wow, because you're going from 12 that you have over here, then you have to you stop producing 2 more in order to use that ingredients to produce muffins. So you are missing 2. That's the opportunity cost that you are taking. The next, now this is a practice that I want you to do it. This is very easy. I want you to write and do this practice in your notebook. Now remember, this is the title. This is the title that you have to write in your notebook. Then you need to write the vocabulary. This is the vocabulary. Write it and then find the meanings that is here in the PowerPoint. And then after the vocabulary, I want you to write this practice. This is the practice. It says Jake Land, that's a place. It's known for the production of cupcakes and robots. This is an example. This is because I don't think there is a fabric that only produces cupcakes, que son dulcecitos y robots. That's not possible. But anyway, this is as an exercise. This is an exercise for you to do it in your notebook. Okay, so write this information. And this is the table. This table is the same as this table over here. The thing is that over here, how many possibilities are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 possible combinations. While in this one, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 combinations. Now this is longer. This one is longer. So I want you to draw in a graphic, the line, the possibility production curve of this organization, Jackie's Land, okay? I want you to do it in your notebook. Over here are the instruction now. ¿Cuáles van a ser las yes? Las yes van a ser las que, dice los cupcakes. Este van a ser las yes y esta van a ser las X. Esta va a ser la información de las X y esta va a ser la información de las yes. Todas las yes para arriba y las X para acá del lado, horizontal, horizontal. Ok, toda la información va acá y esta la llevan para acá. O sea que la lleva a ser primero 0, 2, 6, 10, 14. Mientras que acá el robot va a ser el inverso. Va a ser el inverso. Ok, chicos. De todas maneras, fíjense acá. ¿Cómo está? Acá comienza siempre de 0. 2, 4, 6 acá. 10, 20, 30. Then when you connect all the points, for instance, point 763 is over here, around here. This around here 7 and 63 is like over here. So you have to connect over here, guys, okay? So the same thing, you have to do it here. So that's why you need, quizá van a necesitar una hoja cuadriculada o de repente a ruler, una regla para poder lograr esta gráfica aquí. Now, en la gráfica dice que se le está pidiendo indicates on the graphic with, con el punto K, va a ser una letra K, where is inefficient. Inefficient es la sección donde no se utiliza todo el recurso. Todo el recurso se está utilizando de una manera ineficiente, in an efficient way, all the resources. So it's over here. Why? Because you are capable to produce more things and you are not using it. Están subutilizando. Es en esta área. So over here you need to write the letter K. And in this right is the opposite. That is over here and indicate in the graphic with point L where unattainable is. Unattainable significa que no se puede lograr. Why? Because all the resources are limited. So you cannot move this frontier from here to here, for example. You cannot. Why? Because you don't have enough resource, you don't have enough machine in order to produce, make it bigger, this production, or make this frontier, make it farther. Okay, so that's why es algo que no se puede conseguir. So that's why it's unattainable. Okay, so you have to write over here the letter L. L here in this area. In the area over here. L and K over here. Okay, now let's move on. So do this in your notebook and we'll discuss it next class, that is in 2 days, okay? So you have 2 days in order for you to complete this, guys. So please do it in your notebook. Please do it, guys. Now let's move on. What we learn from PPC? One important concept revealed in this production possibility curve is efficiency, efficiencia. The condition in which economic resources are being used, los recursos están siendo utilizados to produce the maximum amount of good, la máxima capacidad, máxima cantidad de bienes o servicios. Eso es eficiencia, efficiency. Okay. Another term is underutilization. Underutilization is the same as inefficient. It's the same as inefficient. Underutilization es subutilizar. Por ejemplo, usted tiene un celular, el celular que ustedes tienen, ustedes lo subutilizan. ¿Por qué? Porque hay muchas aplicaciones que ustedes pueden utilizar y ustedes nunca las han utilizado. Igualmente hay muchas calculadoras que las pueden utilizar para hacer muchas cosas y nosotros nada más utilizamos para sumar y restar. O sea que la estamos subutilizando. No lo estamos sacando el provecho que se le debería sacar. So the same thing is over here. Underutilization, the condition in which economic resources are not being used to their full potential. No están utilizados en su potencial completo. As a result, fewer goods and services are being produced than the economy is capable of making. Se produce menos de lo que es capaz de producir. En la figura 1.5, 1.5 shows the condition. This one over here, 1.5. Okay, the condition shows the classic production possibility model of guns and butters. Guns son armas o pistolas y butter es mantequilla. In this model, guns is shorthand for military spending. Guns significa los gastos militares. Esto es un término que utilizan los economistas cuando tienen ese conflicto, si van a producir, si van a utilizar el budget, if they're going to use the budget for military things, or they're going to use it to help the production in the country. Para usarlos, ¿para qué? No para hacer mantequillas. Mantequilla representa la producción de los consumidores, o sea, para utilizarla en el mismo estado dentro. ¿Por qué? Para aumentar la producción en su economía. O si la utiliza para aumentar su producción en su economía, o se usa para ayuda militar. Ese es el conflicto que tiene, por ejemplo, los Estados Unidos, las grandes potencias, ¿ok? Referente a su budget, cuando ellos hacen su presupuesto nacional. Okay, guys, let's stop right here, guys. We need to make a stop right here because it's 9:43. We have only 2 minutes left. Please, okay, everybody's here. I need to take a picture about who are here, Prince. Now, guys, please try to do that homework, okay?